Hello friends, I would like to tell at this time that my major forte is to draw few diagrams while teaching the Yogasutras, and luckily because of my husband Prakash Shetty, I'm able to make a video whereby I'll be drawing few diagrams to make things much more easy while understanding this Yogasutras. Now, there are, as you know, there are 195 Yoga Sutras, correct? Now, this is, as I said, always it's more of psychology and less of philosophy. Okay, it's psychology. Why I say this is that most of the Yoga Sutras deal with the mind. I can very easily say that more than 90% of these Yoga Sutras, they are practical, and hence it helps in making our life more blissful. Now I am making this video when we are faced with a global problem where we are all homebound, and when we are homebound, at that time mind is very active, and hence what we face is anxiety. Okay, so anxiety is rising and sleep reduces. So I am trying to find out whether we have answer to this when we look at this 195 Yoga Sutras. And in that I found an answer in the Yoga Sutra that deals with Nidra or sleep, and this is in Sutra number 1.10. So first chapter, 10th Sutra, that means Samadhi Pad, 10th Sutra. Now Nidra is a vritti. Vritti is modification of mind. Now, what are the normal modification of mind? Patanjali has said pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra and smriti, means right knowledge, wrong knowledge, imagination, sleep and memory. Okay, so now we are concerned with this two modification of mind. So when we have this modification of mind, it can be of this 5 kinds. Okay. So when we go to sleep, what happens? We have different thoughts. It can be of past, it can be of future. Now this will give us anxiety. The definition of sleep in the Yoga Sutra is abhava pratyaya alambana vrittihi nidra. When there is experience of absence, so there is modification of mind, but there is modification of absence. Now since we are thinking of past and we are thinking of future, there is no absence. We are continuously thinking about the past and the future. Also at this point I would like to bring one point, that is we have a lot of titles. What are the titles? For example, I am a mom, I am a wife, okay, I am a student, I am a teacher, I am a daughter, okay, I am a there are so many titles actually, you can just go on. Now not necessary that every time all these things are going on smoothly, okay, so life is always going up and down. So we can be caught up with all these titles, and hence there is no absence. So there is no experience of an absence, and unless there is absence unless there is an absence, you cannot have experience of absence. So to have absence, what you have to do is you have to let go of thoughts. So one very good method when you go off to sleep is try and say that I am not this titles. Like how what you have to do is you go off to sleep and lie down in shavasana, and in shavasana you first relax your complete body, take your whole attention to your body, scan your body for any tension, and let go of the tension, and then in your mind you start thinking with full awareness that right now after a few moments I am going to go off to sleep, and at that time I cannot be of any help to anyone because I will have no titles at that time. So at that time, think of your titles one by one. Say, I'm not a mother, or I'm not a father, okay? I'm not a wife, or I'm not a husband, I'm not a student, I'm not a teacher. Okay? So all the titles slowly and steadily you could completely let go. So let your mind be occupied with the thought whereby slowly and steadily you are letting go of each and every title. Remember, friends, one important thing is that we have this ego where we burden ourselves with whatever that's happening good in our life or whatever that is happening bad in our life. We have this ego of burdening ourselves. We think that nothing can happen without us. So we say this good is happening because of us, and this bad that's happening around is also because of us. Okay, so let go of this ego of the doer, that you are the doer of this. Just let go of this ego, and then slowly and steadily clear off the titles from your mind when you are sleeping. Let go of this anxiousness of all the titles that you have, and then come to a point where you say that I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. And then you come to a point where you say I'm not even this body, because body is changing. I'm not even this breath, I'm not even this breath in the sense, I'm not even this prana. I'm not even this mind. Okay? I'm not even this intellect. Consciousness is just flowing through me, and as I relax more and I condition myself lesser and lesser, as I let go of all the learnings that I have done, as I let go of the conditioning of my memory, my consciousness flows freely through me, and this instrument of body, mind, and intellect can now go off to sleep. In this way, consciousness gets rid of all the instruments, and you can experience the experience of absence. And when you have experience of absence, that means you have already slipped into sleep. So to get into sleep, to slip into sleep and completely charge yourself, let go of your titles, let go of all the conditioning that you have because of your memory, and slowly and steadily, with the help of such type of awareness whereby you're letting go each and every title, will calm your mind, and you will go to nidra, or slowly nidra will help you to rejuvenate. And next day, of course, then you can think about what life has in store for you. But when you're sleeping, you have to tell yourself, now is the time to sleep. Now is the time to let go of the burden of various titles. Become aware of the experience of absence.